We are in lesson 334. This is going to be a review exercise with all of the vowel group 6 teams that we have learned. We're going to be working with nonsense words and marking those nonsense words. Let's review the sounds for these teams. But before I do that, let's review vowel group 6. Vowel group 6 says that two vowels join together, form a team, and the first vowel does not say its name. Vowel group 4 says we have two vowels that join together and form a team, and the first vowel does represent its long sound. But vowel group 6, the opposite is true. Two vowels join together, the first vowel does not represent its long sound. So we'll start with AU and AW. They both represent the same sound, aw, as in August and saw. We use AU at the beginning or in the middle of the words. We use AW at the end of the word to represent the sound aw. However, be aware that these rules about using AU at the beginning and AW at the end are somewhat flexible. But in general, AU will be found in the beginning of the word or in the middle of the word, and AW will be used at the end of the word. Same is true for OI and OY. They both represent the sound oi, as in oil and boy. We use OI at the beginning or in the middle of the word, and OY at the end of the word. OO has two sounds. The primary sound is the sound you hear in the word boot, which is the sound oo. When OO represents the sound oo, underline it once. The second sound for OO is illustrated in the word foot. There, OO represents the sound When OO represents its second sound, double underline it. And an easy way to remember the difference between the first and second sounds for OO is the fact that the word we use for the first sound of OO is boot. And what do you put in a boot? A foot. So that's an easy way to help remember the sounds of these two. So that's an easy way to remember the sound that this team can represent. It can represent oo as in boot or as in foot. OU and OW both represent the same sound, ow. Again, OU will be used at the beginning or in the middle of the word generally, as in the word out, and OW as in cow, we use OW at the end of the word. We also learned OW can represent the long O sound, as in the word blow. When OW represents the long O sound, you would underline OW and place a 4 under it. Finally, EW has two sounds. The primary sound for EW is the sound U, as in few. When that happens, underline EW one time. The second sound for EW is oo, as in new. When EW represents its second sound, double underline EW. Now I'm going to present to you 9 rows of words. These will all be nonsense words containing any one of these teams listed on this screen. You want to identify both consonant and vowel teams in the words and then associate the vowel group number, they'll all be vowel group 6, with the vowel team that you've identified in the word. Let's begin with row 1. Now you can write these words down on your practice paper as they appear on the screen, or you can print out the practice sheet from the online lesson in 334. Mark this word and then advance the screen. Loy, loy. Dupe, dupe. Traw, traw. Plaw, plaw. Pot, pot. Row 2. Bown, bown. Mosp, mosp. Broop, broop. Now, if we pronounce this word when with O representing its primary sound with one line under it, we would pronounce it broop. But because we have two lines under the OO team, we pronounce the word broop. Foy, foy. Moused, moused. Row 3. Drock, drock. Fall, fall. Moof, moof. Moim, moim. Doy, doy. Row 4. Bew, bew. Now, if we had two lines under EW, we would pronounce this boo, boo. But with one line under it, it's representing its primary sound U, bew. Mock, mock. Boust, boust. Foik, foik. Hool, hool. Row 5. Baup, baup. Moy, moy. Drought, drought. Shoip, shoip. Nout, nout. Row 6. Hoin, hoin. Balm, balm. Zaw, zaw. Woot, woot. Splaw, splaw. Row 7. Crowth, crowth. Thawk, thawk. Choy, choy. Klube, klube. Mown, mown. Row 8. Bloy, bloy. Brout, brout. Moip, moip. Hooped, hooped. Dowel, dowel. Row 9. Stoom, stoom. Boo, boo. Thumb, thumb. If OO were underlined one time, we would pronounce this word thoom, but because it's representing its second sound, the OO team, it's thumb. Ond, ond. And our last word, foys, foys. This completes marking the words in lesson 334.